Hey you guys, it's your girl T. So I want to come on here and talk about the whole Omarion and Apryl Jones situation, honey. Now you guys and I've been talking about Apryl Jones the last few days. She's the one who is Omarion's baby's mother. She said that all lives matter and social media drug her and everything. So somebody hit me up on Twitter yesterday and they're like, TT, look at this. You know, April's talking about the breakup. And I was surprised. I was very shocked. I was not expecting for her and Omarion to break up. I genuinely love them together as a couple. On television, they seem really good for each other. They're both really good parents. So I was sad to hear that they broke up. So after the internet found out, folks went crazy. Omarion then took to Instagram to basically put out a public statement onto why he broke up with Apryl. So his public statement says, "This is the only public statement I will make about a private matter. After this, I will not speak on or respond to any questions or comments on the matter. I thank everyone in advance for respecting my wishes to keep my family's life private. The beautiful and talented mother of my children, Apryl Jones, and I have mutually decided to end our relationship. We continue to love and support one another and still share a common goal to remain friends while being great parents to our children. Sincerely, O." So that's what Omarion wrote. And then after that, Apryl took to her Instagram page and she basically put down single, the end, with the nail polish hand, meaning unbothered, bitch, unbothered. So the whole situation is crazy because just 3 weeks ago, Omarion was on Instagram posting pictures of Apryl and their son and saying she put up with my crazy and now we have crazy kids. Thank you for giving me the best 2 gifts ever. May and Mega, they changed me forever and maybe I don't express my gratitude enough. I'm building some things inside myself. With all that goes on in this world, I can depend on you because you are solid. Thank you, Apryl Jones. Just in case you needed a reminder of how awesome of a mother you are. Looking at my timeline, I am aware that I could be dealing with somebody way worse. Glad that's not our situation. So just 3 weeks ago, Omarion was writing that, and then yesterday they done broke up. So on top of Apryl writing that she's unbothered, this is the Snapchat video that she posted on Snapchat. I want you guys to go ahead and check this out real quick.
So people are saying you and Omari cannot not be together because of the Black Lives Matter comment that I made, because I said all lives matter pertaining to the shooting. That has nothing to do why me and Omari are not together. He never cheated on me. I never cheated on him. No! Yes. Say sometimes people just grow apart and sometimes people just go their own way. Say hi.
All right, so you guys just saw her video. So now if that wasn't bad enough, the little Bow Wow started trending on social media because he was basically super happy, super excited that his homeboy, Omarion, was now single and now they could run the streets and go to clubs and chase thoughts and have wild, crazy sex. So Bow Wow was just being real extra on social media. I want you guys to go ahead and check out what Bow Wow had to say. Also, check out some people's responses to Bow Wow and the whole breakup situation. Check this out, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. All right, so you guys just saw Bow Wow's irritating, immature ass tweets and Instagram posts and what folks had to say to him. So now, as of today, Apryl Jones has taken to E! News online, and she's responding back to Bow Wow and what he had to say about their breakup. So Apryl is saying that as far as Bow Wow, he is Omari's friend. Whatever he feels he needs to do or say for media purposes doesn't pertain to me. I have 2 beautiful children that are my main focus. This whole situation is a hot mess, and there's a lot of different ways to spin this. People want to know my opinion on it. Like I said, while I like Omarion and Apryl together, you know, I think it's kind of crazy that just 3 weeks ago, everything was perfect and he knew what a good woman he had compared to these other chicks on social media and everything else. And now they're breaking up and they're supposedly going their separate ways. Other rumors are being posted on Instagram that he was caught kissing some blonde and she's mad. You know, I don't know what caused the breakup of their relationship, but it's sad that they're breaking up and they have 2 young children. Like, literally, this woman just had a baby not even 6 months ago.
I love my sissy. You love your sissy. Twins.
I don't understand why, if she was good enough to be the mother of your children, why she was not good enough to marry. You know, I definitely think they should have gotten married. I know they were working on that, and at some point in time, she was going to be his fiance and everything else. But again, even with marriage, that doesn't mean anything. People get divorced and stuff like that. But, you know, I just think it's unfortunate that they're breaking up with these 2 young kids. I think they need to work at the relationship. They've been together several years. You know, if you guys were able to work through the groupies and all the drama, why not try and work even harder now that there's 2 children involved, and especially 2 very young children? I could see if these kids were a little bit older, like 8, 9 years old, but these kids are literally 2 and 6 months. One thing I do want to also emphasize is I see a lot of young girls on social media taking it personal, saying that Apryl and Omari was their relationship goals, and if it can't work for Apryl, you know, how can we be happy? You know, it's not, you know, I'm never going to find somebody who loves me if Omarion can break up with her. And you know, I think too many people live vicariously through other people's relationships, and I've spoken on that before on social media. At the end of the day, you never know what is going on with somebody in their relationship behind closed doors. It can look lovey-dovey on Instagram. They can kiss and send emojis all day. But outside of social media, outside of Instagram, you don't know what's going on. You don't know why that couple's fighting, why they're having issues. Anybody can take a perfect picture and look like a, you know, like a loving, doting couple. But again, you never know. So that's why you never base your relationships on somebody else, or you never be envious of somebody else's relationship, because for all you know, while you're sitting there screaming that so-and-so and such is your relationship goal, that same woman could be getting her ass whooped every night by that man that you're putting on a pedestal. Or that same woman could be cheating on her man every night by that same relationship that you're putting on a pedestal. So you just never know. That's why I never look to anybody as a relationship goal, or say, you know, I wish I had this person, I wish my man was like that person, or, you know, if I had a damn man, which I know what I mean. You never look at somebody else's relationship because you don't know what they're having to do to maintain that relationship, or what that woman is having to put up with just to say that she's in a relationship, just to say that she's married. You know, I see a lot of folks who put different people on these pedestals, and then when they break up or when it doesn't work out, people literally are devastated. You know, we saw that with the whole Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa situation. Folks were going off on Amber Rose when they assumed that she had cheated on Wiz, as if it was their parents going through a divorce. You know, so I think some of us are a bit too wrapped up in other people's relationships, so much so that your own relationship in the real world, in real life, is suffering. You put more energy into a Omarion or Aisha Curry and a Steph Curry relationship, as opposed to your own husband or your own wife or your own boyfriend, your own girlfriend. Focus on your relationship, make that work as best as you can to your ability, and then let these other people try and sort out their own shit, okay? Now on to little Bow Wow's ass. He's coming off like a Gilbert Arenas, and once people started dragging him, he claimed he was just playing. He's one of those people, you know, misery loves company. And you have to watch people like that, okay? Because when little Bow Wow was running around with Erica Mena and bragging about him being engaged and they were going to get married and everything else, a lot of people wished him nothing but happiness. But then as soon as you see your friend going through something, instead of publicly sending out a condolence and saying, you know what, Amari, because you're like a brother to me and your kids are like my nieces and nephews and I love your kids like they were my own. Dang, I'm really sorry to hear about that, bro. You know, I hope everything works out. If you need me, call me. I'm here for you. Instead, you tell him, you know, that's what's up. We about to go get some bitches and go run the streets. That's just not what a good friend will do. So that lets you know right there that this man been jealous of their relationship. You know, a lot of times people don't really be happy for you. People don't like to see, like I told y'all before, you know, people like to see you doing good, but not better than them. And that's not just financially. That's not just job wise. That can also be in your relationships. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people who are in good relationships, you shouldn't have too many single friends, because some of your single friends will have you feeling like, well, damn, maybe I need to be single. You know, that man, what he said on social media was very irresponsible and it was not right. And if I was Omarion, I would definitely give him the side eye, because that's not something a true friend would say. And that's not something that a true friend would take to social media. So to me, Bow Wow is very immature. If you want to know about relationship advice, you don't go to your single friends or to a bitter female who hates all guys, or to a bitter guy who hates all women because he can't keep a woman. Those aren't the type of people that you go to for advice. You go to people who are actually excelling in something that you're interested in excelling in. So if you want a better relationship, if you want your relationship to be more meaningful, you go and get advice from a happily, not nobody putting on a front, but a real happily married couple, or somebody who's in a happy relationship, and see what they're doing to make it work. If you want advice from somebody who's successful in their field, you go to the boss of the company, you go to the CEO, you go to the manager, you go to the people at the top, and you ask them, you know what, I want to be like you in the next 10 years. Can you mentor me? Can I shadow you? You go to those type of people. You don't go to the losers who go from job to job to job, who can't keep a 9 to 5, do nothing but sit on Facebook all day complaining about the man and how the man's holding them down. You go to people who are actually excelling. I think some of us need to like just really be able to decipher who's really genuine and who's not. If I was Omarion, I would feed Bow Wow's ass with a long extended spoon. To me, that's not a real friend, because a real friend would not be happy in your sadness. Because let's keep it real, if they are really broken up, and this is not for TV, because part of me feels like this might be for the new episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, because we all know as soon as these shows start up, somebody's breaking up with somebody. Just like last night on Love and Hip Hop ATL, we saw Tammy, you know, telling Miss Deb that her and Waka Flocka was breaking up. I'm like, well, damn, all this was on national television, but yet and still, we were just all finding out on social media just about 2 weeks ago when I did a video. So like I said, a lot of this stuff be contrived for television, but if this is true and they are really breaking up and separating, then at that point in time, to me, Bow Wow is a bad friend. And what he said, I don't take that as a joke. I take that as a slap in the face. And, you know, I hope they end up working it out. Hopefully this is just for a storyline and they're just, you know, laughing at everybody. I would much rather see them together, raising their children and being happy. But sometimes, you know, people need breaks. Sometimes people do need to separate. Sometimes people are better parents apart than together. You know, that might be their situation. Who knows? I wish them the best. We'll see if this was just a storyline for this show or if they're really broken up. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation concerning Apryl Jones and Omarion's breakup, and then Bow Wow and his, you know, childish comments. Let me know what you guys think about Bow Wow and what he had to say as well. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.